It's a guessing game. It's a guessing game. It's a guessing game. It's a guessing game.
Thank you very much. Hello, I'm Clive Anderson. Welcome to the guessing game. Points are awarded for lucky guesses, witty remarks, and creative thinking. To play the guessing games, we've pulled together a top panel of some of the funniest comedians working today. Well, working here today, at any rate. They're a virtual who's who of comedy, or possibly a who's that. Our first team captain is a stand-up who once said she doesn't want any special treatment in comedy because she's a woman. So please give a big fluffy welcome to tonight's token female stand-up. It's Susan Calman.
Hello.
And on Susan's team is another former lawyer who turned to comedy after most of his cases got laughed out of court. It's Keith Farnan. There are more lawyers here tonight than the O.J. Simpson trial. Now, a clue to our second team captain's name is that he presents the radio show The Horne Section. But he's not one to blow his own trumpet. It's Alex Horne. Hello. With Alex today as a stand-up comedian and actor, asked what kind of roles he preferred, he said ham and cheese. Welcome, Cruttenden. Also with us on stage is our house band, the Gus and Finn Four.
Radio one, it's round one, it's round one, it's round one, it's round one.
Yes, indeed. Everything's spontaneous tonight. Now, right, let's get straight into the game. This is a quick-fire round. Buzz in with a guess. Don't worry about being made to look foolish. We're way past that point now. So, teams, you score 2 points for each correct answer and 1 point just for a funny guess. Now, question one. What is golfer Tiger Woods' favourite hole?
Well, as a golfer myself...
Oh, you're a golfer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Why is that funny?
I don't know. I don't know.
The fifth hole on Shishkin golf course
I'm going for that
is
one.
my favourite hole.
Yeah, I think that's...
Because it's a
But the
beautiful...
question wasn't what your favourite hole is, what Tiger Woods...
Is it
You're
the
unlucky
whole-
there.
Is it the whole that there's a really famous YouTube clip where he chips like from behind a tree around a corner while on a bus and there's a polar bear chasing him and he manages to sink it in.
It's hole 16 at the Cypress Point course in America. So is that what's on your YouTube clip?
Yeah.
Oh, then you get the points then. You get 2 points for at least being prepared to lie very quickly. Let's go on to question two then. Why might Hugh Hefner be jealous of a jellyfish?
He slept with over 1,000 play bunnies. Is
Has
that
he?
called play?
Bunny girls, I think they're
Bunny
called
girls,
now.
that's it, yeah.
Play
But-
bunnies, Playboy
something
Club
like
bunnies.
that.
Yeah,
It's much
yeah.
more your generation,
It's not
Clive.
really. Well, now you're edging towards the right answer there. It's age we're talking about here.
Jellyfish can have children until they die.
They have jelly babies, obviously. So that's what you're saying. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. But
Yeah.
no. But when do they die?
They live for a long time.
Long time. How long?
120, 140, 5 million.
I think I'll give you at least
3 points.
I'll give you 2 points for that. I'll give you 2 points for that because the point about it is maybe not absolutely every type of jellyfish. There's one particular one that's actually called the immortal jellyfish because it's considered biologically immortal. Now you sort of got to the answer with a bit of pushing and
I don't think any of us
shoving.
believe you.
Question 4. Why is Simon Cowell glad he's not a snail?
Yeah,
you say?
he thinks,
Yeah.
because he's slightly vain, I
Yeah.
understand it, that a manly chest is the most attractive thing in a gentleman. And so I've seen footage of him doing it.
Yes.
He does that on the fists, and he does hundreds and hundreds of push-ups a day.
Okay.
So that he's got a very developed chest.
Okay, I'm noting that down. Simon Cowell does it on the fist. And so what else about him for his looks? What else is he keen to good look with?
About his looks?
Yes, what do you think?
Teeth.
His teeth. Oh, his
Yes.
teeth. So why is he glad he's not a snail?
Snails.
Don't have teeth.
But I know he's had lots of work. Snails have loads of teeth.
They do.
And it would cost him the earth to get his teeth done.
They
Snails have teeth.
They have 25. They have up to 25,000 teeth. I'm going to give Hal 2 points there. I think I kind of helped you, but you've got the points.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the round. Well done. And at the end of the round, the scoring that means is that Susan's team, you have just the 2 points, but Alex's team has 5 points. So well done.
It's round 2 and we're looking good. Round 2.
Indeed, round 2. And this round is called Guess the Moment, and it features our band, Gus and the Fin Four. Now, they're going to play a tune that relates to a famous moment in time. Now, as we're here in the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, we have a proper, classically trained actor to perform voiceovers, vignettes, and even sound effects. Harry Gooch. Harry's just come back from filming with Keira Knightley. Well, Harry was filming. Keira Knightley didn't even know he was in our house. Let's do the music and the acting and see if Susan's team can work out what's going on here.
Order in the court!
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will tell on you.
This is the question. Hell hath no fury like an economist scorned. So what are we hinting at here?
Somebody's cheated on somebody else.
Someone's cheated on somebody else, indeed. You've got that from the cheating word repeated several times.
I'm very quick like
What else do we have in that?
We had chains.
Chains, yes. Hell hath no fury like an economist scorned.
Like an economist.
Chris Huhne.
Yes.
And who was he married to?
Oh, you're one with the head.
Yes.
She had a head.
Oh, what was
What was
hair and glasses.
What was her job, for example?
She was an economist.
An economist.
It's
Yes.
Chris Huhne.
This is like pulling snail's teeth. This is.
Vicky Purcell.
Price.
Vicky Purcell is almost her
Price.
name.
Vicky Price.
Yes.
It was. Let's just edit this bit in.
I'm exhausted.
Clive, I think it is Chris Huhne's
Yes.
divorce from Vicky Price.
Yes. So she was scorned. Yes. Well done. I'll give you the 2 points because I feel I've earned it as well from the amount of effort I had to put into that. Okay. Let's see if this is easier for the other team.
Put on your high heels, baby, 'cause we're going out tonight. Put on your high heels, baby, 'cause we're going out tonight. And wear some boxing gloves in case some cats want to start a fight.
Magnificent performance. So here's the question. There's a clue in the question. Who was solely responsible for this assault? Who was solely responsible?
The song involved high heels, and I've never seen a high heel being thrown yet.
Yeah, so it's only a high heel. It's not vital that it's a high heel, except it's a female shoe was thrown.
I didn't know that they had genders, but it's a female shoe.
Well, okay.
So
Get another clue here. It was a throw in the wrong direction.
one.
Oh, there's a section of the audience know
Yes,
this.
I think
They're
the audience
giggling
have
in a
got this as
knowing
well.
way.
I also know it, Clive.
Oh, do you? Everyone,
was it
the audience knows it. You know it.
I think
It's
I know
just
it. I know
the
it.
two
But I'm not prepared to
reveal it.
Yeah. Someone threw a shoe at One Direction. Is that right?
Oh, I know.
Yes.
And
But who
goodness,
in One
It's a
Direction?
tabloid story.
Harry
of course,
Styles.
Susan.
It was Harold Styles.
Harold Styles.
got whacked by a shoe
Yes.
In
in the
Glasgow.
gob, and it's a good news story as well.
It's a good.
It's a good news story.
And why did she do that? Was it?
Because she had sense.
No.
She was
Harry.
Taylor Swift.
She was a fan. Well, you know the story.
It hit him in the
Elbow.
groinal area.
I read it. He hit him in the gaubles. That's how I had it
That's
down. But
And I think it shows the commitment of young Glaswegian women that they're prepared to walk home with only one shoe. That they threw it. And what an aim. I think it bodes well for the Commonwealth Games next year. That our young people have such adept throwing arms.
well, there were things snapping while you were doing it.
They're not. These yoga pants really aren't what I hoped.
Well, nor me, but there we are. 5, but Alex's team has 6, so you're still in the lead, but only just. Okay.
Round 3.
Okay, round 3 is a quotations round. Yoda from Star Wars said, "Do or do not. There is no try." Stirring words from what is essentially a glove puppet. Now, we're going to give you a quote, and you guess who originally said it. And to do this, the quotations will be performed by Harry in character, but not necessarily in the character who actually first made this remark. Harry, are you prepared? Have you?
I was doing some very deep stretching.
I noticed that, yes. Can even rule that out on sort of sub judice grounds. That,
If someone in the crowd spits at you, you've just got to swallow it.
Okay,
Sort of the thing, Heather Small from M People, because she's so positive, isn't she? I could see her taking that. That's a good motto for life.
who would spit at Heather Small?
Who wouldn't?
No, nobody would. Okay, well, you're not right, but you're not even the right industry necessarily.
Is it a sport-related answer, Clive?
Oh, well done.
Thank
yes,
you.
It is, yes.
It's
was it?
somebody in football who gets spat at a lot. Do you want to choose someone?
Well, there
Keith? You
used to
choose
be a
someone.
team in Scotland years ago. What were they called? Rangers, I think they were called.
Careful where you go with this.
Some people clapping. I'll be looking to them for the fight later.
Is it Wayne Rooney, Gary Lineker, or John Terry?
It sounds like the kind of thing that like Wayne Rooney would release as a perfume, sort of Spit by Wayne Rooney.
So is that your answer?
Yeah,
You're going for
Wayne
Wayne Rooney's wrong. You've got You've got a.
It's got to be
Terry.
It's got to be John Terry.
He can't talk. I think it's Lineker, because Terry's never done more than 2 words in a row.
Okay,
Honestly.
I'll give you the point. Gary Lineker, you get 1 point for getting
They
the.
just said the two names. They just.
Yeah.
They didn't actually make a decision. He just said the two names.
They
just had a conversation.
He said Gary Lineker. Can we move on? Can we move on to Harry's next quote for the next question?
I wouldn't know a space-time continuum or warp core breach if they got into bed with me.
A very fine version of that. Yes, indeed.
William Shatner.
William Shatner's not right.
No.
It's not a bad guess though. It's not
Is
a bad guess.
sorry.
Stephen Hawkins, but he wouldn't have said it like that.
He was one of the options I was going to give you, but it's not the right
Is
one.
it the pretty boy of science, Brian Cox?
Do you know, you've all rattled through the options I was going to give you. So you're working in the wrong line, but
Give us
this
the
is wrong.
options, Clive. Give us
I
the
can't
options,
give you the options now.
Because it's the only one left.
But,
Let them have a conversation about it, and you can give
but the
them
Shatner
points.
one was as close as you. So think of somebody like
Someone
that.
who's in a sci-fi.
Someone in
That's
sci-fi.
it.
Patrick
Yes,
Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, you get your points there. 2 points for that, because you got there in a competitive environment. Right, another quote, please, from Harry.
I hate feet. They're disgusting. What are they even for?
Okay. Can you remember this? Do you remember it being said by somebody?
Did he say feet?
Oh, now all you have to do is the
it's
next
not-
bit and say their name. Yes, sorry, Hal.
Oscar Pistorius. Oh, is that too dodgy? Sorry. It came into my head. I'm so sorry.
Do we get a point for that because of that? Can we get a point?
I said it and I suddenly thought, this is too early for that.
I think I can even rule that
Sorry.
out on
Sorry,
sort of sub judice grounds. That we mustn't make disparaging remarks, because he is
Sorry.
accused of murder
Yeah,
at the time
sorry.
of recording.
I got confused and was desperate to win.
Yes. I can see the horrible logic of your remark.
So English.
Do you really expect
so
to get
English.
2 points for that? Yes, in a happy quiz. No.
I'm disowning my team.
You're disowning
I am
him,
now on
right.
Susan's team.
Oh, serious. So that's not right. So I'm going to give you the options,
Okay.
in which case you're obviously going to get
Yeah.
it. Is it A, ant, or B, deck, or C, ant and deck, or D, ant or deck, or E, Peter Andre?
Peter Andre.
Peter Andre is correct. 2 points. Well done. Well, I don't know what he quite meant
Well,
by
it was
that.
a very particular episode where he was discussing the conversion from the imperial system to the metric system, and he said, "Feet, I just don't know what they're for."
Oh, very good. I'll give you a
That
point
was-
for that. That's,
Oh,
that's a good
thank you.
analysis. Yes. So, another quote from Harry, please.
We managed to wrong a few rights.
This is exciting. This is a different quote from the one I was expecting you to do. So, so I don't even
gone
know who said it. So, do you know who said it? Don't say it. Don't say it. Just tell me if you know who said
I
it.
know, I've got options.
You've got. Do you know what is the right option?
I think so.
Okay. do the quote again, and then.
And then we'll all guess.
yes.
This is good.
This is so professional. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
We managed to wrong a few rights.
It's a good quotation. Yeah.
I mean, I've learned a lot doing this programme. Mainly, I've learned that I know nothing. But every show George Bush has mentioned, it's worth going for Bush at some point.
George W. Bush.
Just because he tends to say things wrong.
Is that right?
Is he an option?
It's not the correct answer.
Oh, right.
What are
Okay.
the options?
The options are Tony Blair, Kevin Keegan, Rupert Murdoch.
You sounded like this.
Okay. What's your guess?
Only because I sound like him, Tony Blair.
You do sound like
I know.
Tony Blair.
Did you not
and,
notice?
and you look like Tony Blair.
Do I?
You
I know,
do.
I'm a little bit
Yeah.
fatter, but I'm quite excited to
Yes.
you said that.
It's not though because
No.
it's Kevin Keegan
It's
because
Kevin-
he said that when he was talking. It was an post-match press conference, and he was
Yeah.
talking about the performance of the England team. So it's Kevin
Okay.
Keegan.
Well done. You get 2 points for knowing it. Even I didn't know it. Well, I want to move on from this. Oh, something strange happened to the score because Alex, you were doing so well. You've got 7 points, but Susan's team has mysteriously got 12 points. I don't even know how that happened. That's my favourite of the round stings. This is a specialist subject round. We've saved time by choosing the subjects for our panellists. If you're playing along at home, send all your answers to us via the BBC, and remember to mark your envelope Clive Anderson fan mail. The house band, thank you very much, may get lost obviously in the deluge. The house band will play a themed musical backdrop while I ask both teams some questions. Each team will confer and write their answers down, and when the music stops, I will go over the questions one by one. The teams have to buzz in against each other with guesses. So your specialist subject is gangster nicknames. Gangster nicknames. This is a good round, this. First in our Hall of Infamy, how did Angelo Quack Quack Ruggiero get his nickname? Which is Quack Quack. Not Angelo. Jake Greasy Thumb Guzik. How did his thumb get so greasy? Charlie Monkey Face Genka. What attribute earned him his reputation? And our final felon is Mickey Cheesebox Callahan. What was so cheesy about Mickey? Okay. So, Angelo Quack Quack Ruggiero, how did he get his nickname?
He looked like a duck. He quacked like a duck. He was a duck, Clive. He was an actual
Before I
duck.
award any
They gave
points
the duck
here,
a
I want you to
gun.
somebody to hit on
Did he-
something specific.
Did he qualify as a psychiatrist twice?
No.
A big
Okay.
bill or something? A big
He
bill?
waddled.
Big Bill. No,
He
no,
waddled
no,
like
that's the lawyers' team. They know about big bills. So they. Any other suggestions?
Okay, he had a duck on his face permanently. He wore a duck face mask.
Oh, wait, I know. It was because he was abducted.
Oh, this is, you're in danger of losing your joke
man,
points there.
one
But yeah.
That's my guy right there. That's Quack Quack. He's here tonight.
You were all close, but I have to move on. He earned the name Quack Quack because of two reasons. Because he was extremely talkative nature. So he didn't exactly sound like a duck, but he talked a lot. Quack, quack, quack. And because he suffered from painful inflammation of the feet, which gave him a duck-like waddle. So you didn't quite get close enough, but that's a good reason. Quack, quack. Jake Greasy Thumb Guzik. How did he get... why Greasy Thumb?
Well, greasy thumb tends to come, in my experience, when I've had a greasy thumb, is when I've... I didn't even say anything.
It's the way you say it, Susan. I don't know why.
When I get a greasy thumb?
You get a greasy thumb. Tell us how you get a greasy thumb.
You go to the chippy, they've got fritters on. It's always a good day when there's fritters on.
Yes.
You get a fritter roll.
Yeah.
And
a profiter roll, do you mean?
A fritter roll.
Fritter roll.
You get a fritter roll, and then as you're waiting for the bus, because I'm a classy lady, I've had a fritter roll and a pickled egg, and I'm away home. And
Are you on your own or in a group of people while you're doing this? On your own. Oh.
Delicious bit at the end.
Yes.
You use your thumb, and you get a greasy thumb, and then you suck the greasy thumb on the way home on the bus. That is a Glasgow greasy thumb.
That's a Glasgow greasy thumb, but I don't think Jack Greasy Thumb Guzik was a Glaswegian.
It must be to do with what greasing someone's palm with.
With
Why
what?
is that from Greece? So it must be money.
Money,
must leave
yes.
Grease on your hands.
Bribing.
So he
greasy.
was a...
You've got your points there. Yes, 2 points there. Charlie Monkey Face Genka. What about that? Yes.
Right. I'm just doing the obvious. He had a face that looked like a monkey.
He had a face that looked like a monkey.
I think it's the opposite.
No.
It's an ironic nickname. He had a face that didn't look like a monkey.
Well, loads of us have faces that look slightly like monkeys because we're a similar group.
You say you look like Tony Blair. Now you say you look like a monkey. What's going on? While working in Chicago's brothels, Genka proved adept at climbing up doors and peeking over the top to tell clients to hurry up. I feel I need him here on some of these rounds to get you moving along. Our final felon is Mickey Cheesebox Callahan. What about that?
Big Tupperware fan.
Yeah.
Always seen clutching his cheese box. Because if you put them in there, they stay fresher and the smell doesn't permeate the fridge.
You haven't spent a lot of time with gangsters, have you?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Cheesebox didn't actually have a personal hygiene issue or have anything to do with actual cheese boxes. He got his nickname because of his ability to use a device called a cheese box to fox the police by diverting phone calls to unknown locations. Alex's team has 9, Susan's team has 13.
Run 5, run 5, run 5, run 5, run 5, run 5, run 5. Run 5.
Well, now, this round 5 is called Guess My Story. We've scoured the local newspapers to find amusing stories and invited a person involved to share their story with us. But is there a Tony Bradford in the audience? There you are, Tony. Yes, good to see you. Thank you. A round of applause for Tony to come along. So, we've broken down the story into 3 bullet points. I'm going to get Tony to go through each of these points. He'll end each one by saying, can you guess my story? If you can guess the story after the first bullet point, then you'll get maybe 5 points.
How many points am I behind?
You are 4 points behind.
So I have 1 crack at this.
If you happen to get this on the first one...
Yeah. What did you just...
No, don't cheat like that. Anyway. So, if you could take it away, Tony, that'd be great.
The big decision we had to make was whether to hire costumes or buy them. When we knew what we were going to do in front of the webcam, and that was going to be available on the internet, we wanted to make it look just right. People all around the world will be able to see exactly what we get up to in Edinburgh.
OK, now quiet in the room.
This made the local papers?
National.
They're asking supplementary questions.
You are,
yes.
You did mention people all around the world, but you know that's the nature of communication.
Did you do a horrendous crime, like in a really awful one?
He's actually sitting next to something that looks like there is sort of somebody from the prison office or something.
Yeah.
Who's just
So you're
his handcuffed to someone. He's been allowed out for the day.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is Edinburgh costumes. Were you going to do some sort of Harlem Shake in the middle of Edinburgh?
Harlem Shake? Is it Harlem Shake?
No.
No.
You're so smug when you said no there.
You've got an Edinburgh Shake
so
there, which is just no.
Yeah.
No, that's an Edinburgh Shake.
It was slightly superior.
It really was.
It's like a Harlem Shake, and it's a bit dour. Now, OK, give us the second clue, if you would.
This gave me a chance to get in front of the camera and show the world what I can do. It was exciting for me because normally I have to guide and talk about the 2 real stars of the show. They can be very temperamental. I quite like the dressing up as well. When I went to collect the costumes, I think the people at the shop thought it was a really weird stag do.
Okay.
I think I've got it, and it's frustrating that if I get it, I only get 3 points. So, is it the visitors from China? Is it the pandas?
Is
Did
it
you
the
have to
pandas?
dress up?
It is.
Yes, it is. Well done.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Got it.
I was-
No, you have to welcome the panda and make them feel at home.
Okay, well,
No.
explain why were you dressing up in these costumes then?
We got new webcams at the zoo, high-tech webcams, to follow them. The old ones didn't follow the pandas about, so the new ones now follow whether they're inside or outside. But they're used to following fast things and multicoloured things. So I had to get into a panda costume, go into the enclosures, and move slowly to make sure they could pick me up and that they didn't think the black and white was shadow.
That sounds like a rather lame excuse for wearing a costume and getting into the cage with them.
I do what I'm told when I'm told to get in a costume.
Well, I saw this story. I didn't really take it in. I assumed that you got into these costumes because pandas are notoriously quite hard to get to mate with each other, and I assumed the two of you were showing them what to do.
I was struck that you were a very attractive man when you stood up, and I thought, that's what they're doing. They're just going to get them interested.
Why is it so difficult to get them to? Why are they? They're very picky eaters, aren't they? And they're very
picky eaters. It's just bamboo.
Yes.
They eat about 15 kilos of bamboo each a day.
It's moreish, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't mean to upset anyone, but I went to see the pandas and it was like, oh, whatever. Penguins! Penguins are awesome. The pandas were just sitting there like that, whatever.
We've just opened our new penguin enclosure, which now has a flume for them as well.
I know, it's got a flume for penguins.
Okay.
What you don't know is while you weren't watching, the pandas did a Harlem Shake.
Yes.
You should check it out. It's on YouTube. It's very good.
Well,
It's very slow, but it's good.
I will give 3 points to Alex's team for getting that right, and a point to you, Tony Bradford, for coming along and sharing what sounds like a very fascinating job. Well done. So I'm afraid that means we've come to the end of the quiz. With that 3 points, Alex, and your teammate Hal, you've gone up to 12 points, which means you come second because Susan's team got 13 points. Well done. Okay, well, all that remains to thank all of my guests today, Keith Farnan, Hal Cruttenden, and team captains Susan Calman and Alex Horne, and our resident thespian Harry Gooch, not forgetting our house band, the Gus and Finn Four. You've been listening to, or you've just tuned in and just missed The Guessing Game, the show that puts the fun into funny peculiar. This is me, Clive Anderson, saying goodbye. Goodbye.
This episode of Clive Anderson's Guessing Game was written by Michael Beck, Chris Conroy, Owen Cooper, James Bowden, John McGlade, Shan Bevan and James Felton.